At the top of the rotation of the top team in the AL Central is Jake Odorizzi, and it's amazing when you consider where we are on the baseball calendar. Spring training schedule starts in a couple weeks. Camps are about to open, and players are arriving this week in both the Grapefruit and Cactus for physicals, and that's where Jake Odorizzi joins us from Fort Myers, outside the physicals room. Is that what they call it, Jake? Is that what's happening behind you?
It's on the minor league complex side, so I guess it's technically the minor league complex, but that's where we do it all and have all your stations set up to get stuck with needles and do some things in the cups, that sort of stuff.
So, a lot of fans are wondering, so players arrive, they have their physicals. Is it rigorous? They hook you up to the EKG, they want to get your numbers, or they just want to make sure that you're a healthy, walking, talking human so you can start your work?
No, it's everything now. EKGs, dental, ortho. It's a whole, kind of checking in to see where you're at physically and make sure everything's healthy before you start up doing baseball activities. So I think they want to get a good baseline on you before everything starts off.
Dental. So if you got like a molar or a cavity or something, you cannot play. Is that how it goes?
I think they just kind of check it out, make sure everything still works in there. But if you need some work, then they probably set you up with some place near the spring training spot to get whatever you need taken care of.
Very
but
nice.
Yeah, they check you out all up and down.
It's nice luxury. So Jake, let's skip the physical. We're assuming you're going to pass that. Getting ready to get back on the mound.
Pending physical.
Yeah, exactly. Take us back to your winter this winter. When did you start throwing, and what was your regiment to get you ready for camp?
So I started throwing in November this year. Started a little bit sooner just to keep things moving around. It's less sitting around. It makes it a little bit easier to get things cranked up again. But I went over and worked with Randy Sullivan again at the Florida Baseball Ranch. Same thing I did last offseason, looking to build on what I did last year. Had another great offseason with him, so I'm looking forward to another good year, another healthy year, and just trying to take that next step from where I was last year. So I'm really happy with where I'm at right now.
Jake, it's Ken Rosenthal. Good to talk to you.
Hey, Ken, how you doing?
Good. Hey, you made the decision to accept the qualifying offer after last season, and I wonder what went into that, what you were thinking, because you put pressure on yourself. Obviously, again, you're having basically another walk year.
Yeah, it's kind of, from my standpoint, it's kind of like an extra year of ARB. The way I've always looked at it is I've been on one-year deals. It's through the whole arbitration process. What's another year of it? We had that short time window to figure out what a market might be before a market develops. And I decided I wanted to come back to the place that I knew well, that I really enjoyed playing, and that the team here is phenomenal. So the familiarity of this place, the love I have for this place really factored into my decision. I had other offers out there. And just, this was the best fit for me, my family, and I think for moving forward as well. So ready to go back into the market after this year if need be, but I'm always open to staying around more than just this year.
Hey, Jake, it's Harold again. Looking back on the winter, are you a little bit surprised at how the market just exploded with Garrett Cole and the numbers that guys got to? Because if you're going off of last year, I would have never thought we were going to get what we did this year.
Yeah, exactly. I think each year is unique and different, and there's a lot of big name guys this year that got a lot of money. To say that I would have got anywhere close to that, we'll never know. I decided to take my chances and do this route, and I was happy that everybody got as much money as they got this offseason, because that puts me in an even better place for next offseason. I know what the bar is for a lot of these people, so
that's a good point.
When I can take a high salary for 1 year and then know what my potential is for the next year, depending on what these guys got at an older age than me, I think that puts me in the driver's seat of, having a little bit more negotiating power going into next year, and especially without a draft pick attached to me.
What did you like about Minnesota, and what made you decide there? Is it, I'll let you answer that part.
Just what we've built here those last 2 years. The first year was fun. Last year was exceptionally great. Obviously, we made a lot of changes. Rocco in charge, Wes Johnson, our pitching coach. Our team took a huge leap forward, won 100-plus games, and I see no reason why we can't do that again this year. We've added to an already great offense, got some pitchers this offseason. So for me, it's an easy choice to come back to a place that I enjoy playing at too. And being in the Midwest is a lot of fun when baseball season rolls around, because everybody's a Twins fan up in Minnesota. So we enjoy filling the stadium, and we're all looking forward to getting up there for another year.
How far is your home from Minnesota?
So where I grew up in Illinois is like 8 hours, but Tampa is a little bit longer than that. So it actually works out well for spring training. We only got to hop in the car and drive down 2 hours, and we're all set and moved in. So it's nice to have the family down here with me.
Where'd you go to high school at?
Highland High School, small little town in Illinois right next to St. Louis.
Man, it's something else.
I'm playing Harold's soundboard lines. Hey,
I know. I figured I had to answer it, though.
You're the best. You're the best, man. Thanks for playing along.
Thank you for playing.
Guys in the bandbox just love that line of yours, by the way. Hey, I do want to know this, Jake, because you talk about some of the changes the Twins have made, improvements in the winter. Is Donaldson there yet? Is Kenta Maeda there yet? And what do you do? A new guy like Josh comes in, former MVP, signs a $100 million deal. Do you go over and say, "Hi, Josh. I'm Jake Odorizzi. I'm the staff of the Ace. Nice to meet you."
I owned you when I faced you.
How does that? Yeah, how does that go?
Well, him and I like a love-hate. If it was a hit off of me, it was either a home run, and if it was an out, it was usually a strikeout. So like it was such a give or take between the two of us after all those years. But we saw each other at FanFest, and it was just like kind of old friends, like meeting for the first time or just nice to finally have you on the same team. We don't have to face each other anymore, that sort of thing. But he makes a huge difference in this team, not only offensively but defensively. I got to see him plenty of my time in Tampa, and what he does at third base is, I think, doesn't get talked about as much because his bat, excuse me, is so special. So it's a great addition to the team, more power for us in our lineup. But Maeda is not here yet, or I haven't seen him at least. But I think everybody will probably be here in the next 4 or 5 days and getting on the field and getting ready.
Hey, last thing before we let you go, Jake. Last year, you guys, 100-win season, get bounced in the first round against the Yankees. I know you guys thought about that an awful lot. What's the conversation moving into this season? As you guys probably haven't got together as a unit, but what's your thoughts moving forward?
I think really the same thought as last year. We need to make the playoffs first. Get back to, get into the dance, so you might say, before we start worrying about who we play. I think it's a luxury to worry about who you play just because, you got in. But at some point, we're going to have to, win a playoff game in general. So I don't really care who it's against. We just need to get that one out of the way. And then from there, I think it all takes place after that. But Yankees are a great team. I think they showed that year in and year out. So it's not like we were upset in any sort of the fashion of, odds or whatever it may be. They played well for 3 games. We didn't, just as simple as that. So I think we're looking to have another shot at them or whoever it may be this year. But, we need to take care of our business first and get in, because it's not a given that we're going to be back. And I think that's what the mentality needs to be for everybody on this team, because it's special to make it to the postseason.
Hey, Jake, we appreciate
I'm giving you the ball game 1. You got it.
We appreciate you taking some time with us, man. We always like talking to you. Hope the physical goes okay for you and you don't have any, cavities or anything like that. We'd hate to see that slow you down in camp.
I think I passed the dental. I'm all good. And I'm not getting traded, so I don't need a pending physical. I'm all good to go.
Thanks, Jake. Enjoy camp. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys.